never told you, did they? That being chosen wouldn't feel like being celebrated. That the path wouldn't begin with a crown or a parade, but with silence and a sense of not belonging. They never told you that the ones set apart for something divine often begin their journey with questions, not answers. You see, across cultures and civilizations, across myths and scriptures, there has always been this figure, the chosen one. A soul selected not at random, but with sacred intention. Not because they were flawless, but because they were willing. Willing to carry weight others couldn't see. Willing to feel deeper. To hear the quiet voice of God in the noise of the world. Willing to walk alone, sometimes even among their own. To be chosen is to be marked, not with a scar, but with spiritual sight. It's a whisper in your soul that tells you, even in your lowest moments, that you were not born for ordinary things. You were born for something far greater. You were born to hold light in a world that forgets it has any. And that light, it costs something. Chosen ones are often the dreamers, the visionaries, the ones whose pain doesn't silence them, but transforms them. They walk differently, speak differently, love differently. And the world? It doesn't always understand that. The world pushes against what it fears and resists what it cannot control. So the chosen feel it, the weight of rejection, the sting of misunderstanding, the ache of being seen but not truly known. But let me tell you something sacred. Being chosen by God is not about superiority. It's about responsibility. It means you are handpicked, not because you are better, but because you are willing to carry what others cannot. You are the pillar, the one placed in your family line not to blend in, but to break cycles, to heal patterns, to restore what was lost in generations past. Imagine this, a house shaking in the storm, the walls trembling, the foundation cracking. And in the center of that home, there is one pillar strong, steady, holding it all together. That's you. You are the one holding together what others could not. The one carrying wisdom, compassion, endurance, and above all, love. This is not always glamorous. The chosen one's path is not lit with applause. It is carved in quiet moments of courage. When you choose forgiveness over bitterness. When you keep walking when everything tells you to give up. When you love people who cannot love you back in the same way. This is what being chosen looks like. It's not about being praised, it's about being prepared. You were chosen because God saw something in you. A resilience that others mistook for weakness. A light that even your darkest moments couldn't extinguish. And while the world saw someone broken, heaven saw someone becoming. And yes, it hurts. The burden, the calling, the way people misunderstand your heart. But the pain isn't punishment, it's preparation. Every storm you've weathered wasn't to destroy you, but to shape you, to make you deeper, stronger, clearer in purpose. The enemy doesn't attack the empty. He targets the ones carrying treasure. You were chosen because you carry something sacred, something this world needs. Your intuition, it's not random. Your dreams, they're not meaningless. Your sensitivity, it's not a flaw. These are signs of your divine wiring. You're tuned in to something higher. That's why noise bothers you. That's why shallow conversations drain you. That's why you crave depth, truth, connection. You were designed to sense what others overlook, to feel what others numb, to know what others deny. And with that knowing comes responsibility. Not to save the world, but to serve it. Not to be worshipped, but to walk humbly with purpose. To be a beacon, not for your own glory, but for the one who sent you. And sometimes, the hardest battles aren't external, they're within. The chosen one often fights the heaviest spiritual battles. Self-doubt, isolation, exhaustion. But even in your tiredness, There's a fire in you that won't go out. Even when you're misunderstood, there's a voice in you that says, keep going. This matters. You matter. God chose you not to impress the world, but to impact it. Your story is not small. It echoes through generations. What you heal in yourself, you heal in your bloodline. What you overcome, you pass forward. Your breakthrough isn't just for you, it's a door for others. When you rise, others see it's possible. When you break through, others find the courage to try. You become the living proof that darkness does not win. So if your path feels heavy, if the weight on your shoulders makes you wonder why, remember this. The weight confirms the worth of what you carry. The resistance you face is proportionate to your purpose. The greater the calling, the greater the challenge, but also the greater the reward. There is legacy in your footsteps, not just for your name, but for those who will come after you, your children, your children's children, people you'll never meet, whose lives will be better because you decided not to give up, because you answered the call. And that call, it may not have been loud. It may have come as a whisper in the night, a tug in your spirit, a dream you couldn't shake. But it was real, and it was for you. You were not chosen to be perfect. You were chosen to be faithful. You will make mistakes. You will fall, but you will rise again, because that's what chosen ones do. They rise not because they never break, but because they're built with something eternal. The fire in them is not of this world. It's divine. It cannot be extinguished. And maybe that's why your life has been harder than most. Because your light is stronger than most. And light, it attracts darkness, but it also dispels it. So don't dim yourself to fit in. Don't apologize for your insight, your empathy, your vision. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. You were not meant to blend in. You were meant to blaze trails. Even when the world doesn't clap for you, heaven watches. The divine keeps record of your faithfulness in hidden places. Every silent victory, every act of love no one noticed, every tear cried in prayer. It all matters, and it all multiplies. You were not forgotten. You were not overlooked. You were prepared in secret to be revealed in the light. You are not late. You are right on divine time. And when the moment comes, when the door opens, when the breakthrough arrives, everything you've endured will make sense. You'll look back and realize the pain had a purpose. The waiting had a reason. The silence was not absence, it was alignment. You are here for something holy, something powerful, something that can shift destinies. So hold on, keep walking, keep believing. You are the chosen one, not for status, but for service, not for applause, but for alignment, not for ease, but for elevation. And the world is better because you said yes. You didn't choose the calling. The calling chose you. And heaven has never made a mistake. You are exactly who you were meant to be. Now rise.